Arr, Pirate fans, it's time to find out the state of the ship of your defending champions for the 2022 season with your hosts, Johnny Wilbur and Jake Ignaszewski. And now, brought to you by Resonate, it's the state of the ship. Welcome back into the State of the Ship. My name is Johnny Wilbur, and I'm joined by Jake Ignaszewski as my co-host, as always. And we're ready to bring you back up to where the ship is floating in the ocean today as we come into the second week of January. And this really been a big month and a lot of talks going on behind the scenes on bringing in players and new signings. And of course, we talked last week all about that. And this week we have a special guest. We're going to talk with Reuben Joseph, one of the newest offensive linemen for the Massachusetts Pirates. Reuben's no strangers to being a champion, as he came in last year with the Albany Empire in the NAL, the National Arena League, and won the championship with them, played in several of their final games, including the championship games, and has been around several leagues, played in the CFL, got a little bit of time, in the NFL in 2017 through 2019 with the Ravens and the Miami Dolphins and the Washington football team. And Roubbens is not only a seasoned veteran coming into the IFL here with the Massachusetts Pirates, but a Massachusetts man growing up in Springfield, Massachusetts, and playing his high school ball in Worcester, Mass. And it's our pleasure tonight to welcome in Reuben Joseph. Thanks, Reuben, for joining us here today.
Thank you. Glad for you guys to have me.
So, Rubens, tell us, how's your off season going so far? Now that you've made your signing, obviously you knew you were going to play in one league or another. How's the off season going? And then, what made you choose the IFL over the NAL with the Pirates this year?
Off season's going pretty good. Trying to stay healthy, do all the things I need to do to stay in shape. And as far as choosing the IFL, I just feel like you guys are more. It seems as you guys are more like outdoor football and a lot more running the ball, which I definitely get excited about.
As an offensive lineman, that's a huge part of this league and what, the Pirates brought to the field last year, and playing with Alejandro Benefield. I know, Jake, you were talking, Roubbens played with a quarterback much like Alejandro last year.
During your time with Buffalo back in 2015 and 2016, it was interesting looking at your experience with Tyree Jackson. I was curious sort of how, as an offensive lineman, that changes your mindset when you're blocking a dual threat quarterback.
I mean, for me, I feel like awareness is key. You know what I mean? Just him having the option to run out there. I always want to be able to stay on my man, key blockers wherever the ball's moving, and just keep them safe, really.
A lot of offensive linemen are in the grit every night and don't always get all of the glory. How is it to keep your mind in the game, keep on with, and to become, just as much of a good teammate as everybody else? You guys are right there. As a lineman in my younger days, you guys really are the heart of it all.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we recognize that all the glory, the love might not always come, but we know in our meeting room that when the job's done, and we always have a job to do and make sure that's executed. So
that makes sense. And like John mentioned, you grew up in Springfield, Massachusetts. So now that you're a part of the Massachusetts Pirates, how does it feel to sort of represent your home state of Massachusetts?
I mean, it feels great, man. Just having home being right down the block, really probably no more than an hour away. Is a great feeling, having family and friends come up and watch us do our thing.
And that the Pirates obviously won the United Bowl last year. And how much are you looking forward to coming into a team that is focused on winning and coming out of a team that's focused on winning, making All-American last year as far as, the NAL goes? And you obviously, been on teams that know how to win championships.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm excited for the opportunity, and I'm ready for a repeat, honestly. Ready to get after it.
That's definitely the goal of the Pirates this season. But I was curious, like John mentioned, you played in the AAL last season, but during 2019, you played in the Canadian Football League. And I was curious sort of the differences in what your transition was like from the CFL to the NAL, excuse me.
Yeah, it was a great time in Toronto. Beautiful city, by the way. But I find the spacing, being having that yard off the ball, especially from an old lineman standpoint, it just changes up a little bit as far as timing, patience. But it wasn't a bad adjustment. I got used to it.
Makes sense.
So, Roubbens, talk a little bit about what it's been like to get to this point of your career. You're a champion in the NAL, and you're getting ready to start your another season here in the IFL.
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey. I feel like having the opportunity to continue playing this game is always a blessing. So, and moving forward is the main goal. So, I just feel blessed to have the opportunity.
Did you think playing over there at Commerce High in Western Mass that you would that you'd be playing this many years later and getting paid a football?
Honestly, I did not. But like I said, I definitely see it as a blessing. It definitely helped mold the person I am today, and I'm grateful for it.
Makes sense. And as Justin mentioned at the start of this interview, you had some experience playing in the National Football League from 2017 to 2019. And I was wondering who were some of your favorite teammates playing in the NFL during your time with the Ravens. You blocked for Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco. But I was wondering who were some of your favorite teammates.
All those teams really had a lot of great guys, great leaders that I looked up to especially in the offensive line room, from Ravens, playing with Ron Stanley and having him be in the same room, Washington, Brandon Sheriff, Miami, Laramie Tunsil, a lot of great guys to just, to watch and take a lot of insight from.
Has it been dealing with all of the protocols and the COVID and things like that, not only in the season, but getting ready and preparing for the season, making sure that you're doing the best that you can to stay healthy?
Yeah, it's tough. Honestly, I hate it.
We all do.
Yeah, I hate it, man. But I feel like just being on the grind itself is really isolation. So as long as I do that, stay safe, stay healthy, not really much to worry about.
That makes sense, and especially with the training camp coming up in around a month and the season coming up in around 2 months. Other than obviously the opportunity to repeat the championship with the Pirates, what excites you the most about joining the Massachusetts Pirates?
Again, just having that, being in Massachusetts, home state, it's just a great feeling. Something I'm definitely looking forward to.
All right, Roubbens, we have this new segment on our State of the Ship here that's called the 2-minute drill. And we're going to ask you a little round of questions. And if you can answer them with the quickest thought to your head, pretty much usually works. And hey, we're online. So it's, quickest thought to your head. And if you just give us a quick answer, we'd appreciate it. It's all about fun here.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So I want to start off, obviously you grew up in the New England area, but I was wondering some of your favorite professional teams, whether it's currently or growing up, from all the major sports.
I can't say growing up. I was definitely, ideally a Patriots and Celtics fan for sure. Don't watch a lot of baseball, but I was always rooting for the Red Sox.
Yeah. So what would be your favorite local sports moment growing up that you can think of? What stands out in your mind most?
High school and junior year, we got the chance to play in the Super Bowl against one of our in-city rivalry teams. We played Putnam High School. We played over at Westfield College, and it was a great experience. We didn't come up with the victory, but it was a great experience, man.
Westfield State University. Yeah, they held them there for quite a while. And Roubbens, I know the feeling of coming up on the wrong end of a Massachusetts Super Bowl many years ago. And no matter what, you made it there. That's all that really counts.
Yeah.
That's a tough school over there too, Putnam High School. They're always very competitive, very good league. And obviously, you guys, you knew each other back and forth. Have there been many guys, just to stray a little bit, that you've seen throughout your college and your high school years, going into the IFL and the NAL?
Yeah, just recently I just finished over at Albany. I played with Sean Lockett. He's also a guy, great guy. He's a guy from the city. He went to Central High School.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun playing with him.
That's pretty cool, especially being able to see guys that you matched up against, especially in your early years. But
sure.
It doesn't matter if it's just around the Worcester area or if it's in Springfield. But what's your favorite local restaurant do you like to go to?
Honestly, I really like Red Rose downtown Springfield. It's an Italian place. I'm a fried calamari guy, so I feel like theirs is great. Definitely the best I've had so far.
Perfect.
Yeah,
We'll have to
Red Rose, Springfield, Mass. If you ever get a chance,
we'll put them on the list. There you go. All right. A couple more game rituals. What do you have to do? What do you have to eat? Do you have one? Is it something you go through?
I feel like I usually just I start off the day hydrated. Is primarily my focus. I don't eat too heavy. I like to eat light, fruits, veggies, just some protein. And music is big for me. Music, it definitely gets me going. It gets me hyped. But right up until the moments right before the game, I just like to, cut the music off and just chill, kind of just meditate.
That's interesting. So with how big of a factor, music goes into hyping you up before the game, this kind of ties into the last question of our 2-minute drill that we have is, if you could have like a walk-up song, sort of like they have in baseball, is there anyone that you would choose to sort of hype you up before the game?
That's a tough one. A walk-up song. I feel like there's so many great choices out there. Honestly,
well, we'll try and get you. We'll try and get you hyped up in the beginning of the season. I sit right next to the DJ on game day, Roubbens. So I'll try and we'll make sure we throw something out there for you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Excellent. So we've been talking with Roubbens Jackson, and it's been a pleasure. And we've been talking with Roubbens Joseph, and it's been a pleasure. There's another guy in front of me, block Tyree Jackson. I keep seeing that. And, Roubbens, we really appreciate your time. And can you, before you go, just what are you looking forward to about that first moment? What's that first thing you're looking for when you get out there? And what's going to, you think, excite you the most about playing here in Worcester?
That crowd, honestly, just hearing that crowd get us going. And the excitement, just the energy in the stadium. I live for it, man.
Excellent. Yeah, and we can get it going too. I am the PA guy, so I love to make that crowd heave ho and everything else. We can make them cheer and get going. And we pirate it up quite a bit, and we have a good time. It's real fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jake, ready to take us out?
Roubbens. Really appreciate you taking the time, Roubbens, and for everybody who is excited for the season, definitely look out for Roubbens out there up on the offensive lineman. And if you haven't yet, subscribe on whatever audio platform that you're listening to, and also make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Post an audio or post a video version over there. Really appreciate you listening to the State of the Ship. We'll talk to you guys. See you guys next week.
Have me again. Appreciate it.
Roubbens, thanks a lot. We appreciate it, and I can't wait to meet you guys on the field.